And our first presenter this morning is Dr. Rahida Abd Rahman. She's from the Labuan Faculty of International Finance. The title of her presentation is Teaching Online with Teams, Useful Tips Using Microsoft Teams. Dr. Rahida, please comments.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. And good morning to everyone, all the professors, associate professors, doctors, and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, Associate Professor Dr. Kenneth, for giving me the opportunity. I think that I have an internet problem here. I have to switch into a different bandwidth, instead of using the Wi-Fi here. So, okay. Try to solve it on. Okay, before I start, next slide. I share this quote by Steve Jobs, the only way to do great works is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you will know when you find it. Okay, actually that this quote is remind me that during the pandemic started last year, I was searching high and low to get something that really suit me, suit my soul, suit me the way that I need to change. I need to use a platform via one platform, and I'm using Google Meet, what else, Zoom, and I didn't enjoy it, and I keep searching and searching. So finally, I got through this Microsoft Teams. Okay, so this was actually introduced by a friend of mine from Unit 10, a lecturer from Unit 10, and she asked me, say that, why not you give a try on Microsoft Teams? So when I started the first time, okay, I joined the webinar. Can we move to the next slide, Nora? Okay, so when I start to join the first training webinars by Dominic. Dominic is the program manager from Microsoft Teams, and he is very, I would say that the webinar is very engaging and effective. It takes 1 hour duration, the videos, the webinar itself. But there's a lot of things complete in 1 hour that you can learn everything from a startup to that you can hold a meeting online, which is that is it a meeting, or you can have your teaching online as well, conduct class online. Okay, so here Microsoft Teams. I'm not going for train. I'm not going to train you, but this is about sharing knowledge and sharing experience and some tips. Maybe that those lecturers who are still find some platform to get you to familiar with, or you to try. I guess that I can suggest that Microsoft Teams is the best. Okay, so Microsoft Teams is actually one hub. Everyone can get connected. So Microsoft Teams, you can do teaching online. We can communicate with the staff. You can do research. You can do research collaboration. You can go for your professional development and student community as well. Okay, so move to next slide, Nora. Okay. Before I started, okay, these are the resources that I can share to help you to get started today. Okay, first of all is that student introduction to Microsoft Teams. Okay, this one I introduced to my student. So because I need to teach online using Microsoft Teams, so I need my student to be able as well to know how to get into Microsoft Teams and utilize the whatever apps that we have. There's a lots of opportunity under Microsoft Teams, and there's a lots of apps there that we can use to utilize it. So student introduction to Microsoft Teams is Nora, can you just click this, the link for we're not going to go through all the training, the webinars, but I just want to share how engaging this guy, Dominic, is the program manager for Microsoft Teams, and he conducted this webinar. So I share this with my students so that they be able to know how to use Microsoft Teams as well. Okay, no. If it takes sometimes it does, it's okay then. Yeah. Nora, if it takes sometimes, then forget it. I thought that it can go straight away. It's okay. Thank you, Nora. It's okay. Okay, so there are the first link is for the students. So I shared this as a student, so I let them go through the webinar training. That is duration about 1 hour. Then at the same time, after they have gone through the training, then I supervise them. Yeah, actually that I engage with them to find out, which button for what and everything. So we go through together with my students. Okay, that's what the first thing I do. Then the other two links is actually for the educators. Yeah, Teams introduction for educators and staff. Yeah, and the second one is Microsoft. The third one is Microsoft Teams for education, online lectures and classes with all your students. So these two webinars, I would say that is good enough for you. Yeah, you don't have to go through many training anymore. Just if I can manage to understand that, yeah, I think that you all can be much more better than me, because that at my age, is at my age is still learning about the new software and the new platform, the new techniques, So why not the youngs, the youngs one, okay? So these two webinar is good enough, so you can gain a lot of information and understand, because the webinar is very engaging and effective, and you not get bored at all. Yeah. Okay, then next. Nora. Okay, this is the webinar just now, Microsoft Teams for Student, the first one. Then the second one is next, Nora. The second one is Microsoft Teams for Education as introduction. And the third one, okay, Microsoft Teams for Educations. Okay, move to the next slide, please, Nora. Okay, so this is where that we start. Useful tips how to set up a classroom meeting. So this is actually a calendar. So when you open up, you need to download the Microsoft Teams. So by the way, is that we are lucky because UMS have the license for Microsoft Teams. So it will be more easier for us to deal with this Microsoft Teams. If you're familiar with all the Microsoft software, so Microsoft Teams is part of it. So when you open up Microsoft Teams, I would say this is very easy to maneuver from one to another, and it's not that difficult. So do give a try. Yeah, do give a try. Yeah, I'm not. I would say that promoting so much about Microsoft Teams, but I find it very easy for me and very useful for the student as well. Yeah. Okay, so to start up is actually, this is where that we can plan our meeting, we can plan our classes. So I have my class on Monday and I have my class on Thursday. So I can plan my classes for 1 year. So I can book it. Yeah, I can book my classes accordingly in the calendar. Okay, so that's about the one that you want to make. But at the same time, there's a button there, Meet Now, which is that you can just simply you want to have and you want to hold a meeting with your student, or you have an urgent meeting with someone, maybe your colleague that you're doing your research team together. So you just can click Meet Now, and that's it. Yeah, you just add the person there, and it linked to their email, and it linked to it linked to their email, and they get the invitation. Yeah, they get invitation to join the meeting. So that is how easy, how that you can manage to set up a meeting using Microsoft Teams. Okay. By the way, that we move next slide. Okay, so this is where that you set a meeting. Okay, this is all about just click button. So that's why I said that it's very easy. So it didn't end up you anywhere. Yeah, it will still be around there. So I guess that is good. It's good and easy. Yeah, to monitor around the Microsoft Teams. Okay, so this is where that you're going to set up the meeting. Then next. Okay, so what's so special about this online meeting, effective online meeting under Microsoft Teams? Okay, we look into before. Okay, we have before, during, and after. Okay, when you look into that before, get ready for your online meeting with students. Yeah, what happened with the setup before? Yeah, we need to do the setup before. Okay, during, how the meeting itself occur during the meeting itself. You do the collaborate and teach your students online. Okay, and after, what happened? And then what happened after? What happened after the meeting? On-demand revision of the content, collaborate on materials, and continue discussion. So what's so interesting is that, Nora, move next slide, please. Yeah, so this is what we say that why Microsoft Teams very effective for online meeting. Yeah, before you can schedule your meeting, share your resources. Yeah, you have class materials to share. There's a share button there. You can prepare your meeting device. Okay, during the meeting itself, you present your content to the attendees. Yeah, manage your conversation and collaborate. Record your sessions for later viewing, so you can re-record it. After the meeting, recording will be automatically uploaded to you under your channel, and transcript as well. So that's a transcript of the meeting. Yeah, and search. You can search for keywords throughout the chat if you have question and answers there, and topics. Okay, so that's why that I find it very useful. Yeah. View responses, questions, and conversations. Yes. Continue to chat and collaborate on documents, in which we can share documents and learning materials in content while within the course. Okay. So next. Okay. So this is actually my teams, and this is all my channels. So this is actually, I have my hidden teams as well. Yeah. So my main team is actually my 4 courses that I teach. Yeah. Started last year. Yeah, I used Microsoft Teams last year in June. So almost a year already that I've been using Microsoft Teams. I'm still learning because there's a lot of buttons, there's lots of apps, there's a useful things that I still not familiar with. Okay. So I have 4 courses: international marketing communication strategy, customer relationship management, product management, and marketing information systems. So this is all the 4 courses that I teach, and these are the channel or the teams that which is that I engage with a student, especially last year that I have to deal with 15 students doing dissertation, because all our LI students, they can't go out to the field, so they ended up to do dissertation. So I managed them throughout the dissertation using Microsoft Teams, yeah, which is very useful for me. Every single material is here, all the discussion chat, everything is there in the file. And one thing good is that Microsoft Teams is uploaded under all this will be uploaded under cloud. Yeah, so it didn't burden your computers. It didn't burden. It didn't take up huge. I would say that memory from your computers or your laptops or your phones. Yeah. Okay. And I have student proposal as well. They submit their proposal, and this is my research team, which is that I collaborate with other lecturers from other universities. So this is a team that I create. And one thing good about since that UMS have this license, I cannot find a shortcut yet. Yeah, but one thing good is because of last year, it's quite difficult for us to find our student, to look for our students. Some of the student, 1 or 2 is missing in action. Yeah. So we have all the details under this particular teams, under this particular channel. For example, under my international marketing communication strategy course, I have all the list of students that which is that the information from the SMP, the contact number, email, and everything is there. So I don't have to search for their details, for their particulars at other place. Yeah. So everything is there. So it's easy for me. If I want to call, I can call directly, use Microsoft Teams. I can message them. I can email them. Yeah. And I have all the details there. So I don't have to key in one by one because the information is there. Yeah, because once you search for your student, the name of the student will appear. Yeah, so that's easy. That's the easy task, and then that's what I like it. Yeah, so it's difficult to find nowadays, especially when the student is not in the campus and you are looking for high and low. They didn't pick up your phone, but you can manage to email them. In fact, that you can message them as well. Yeah. Okay. So that's one thing good about the advantage of it. Yeah, make my life more easier to manage a student, especially. Okay, then next. Okay, this is something like we have in Smart 3 UMS. Okay, I have, for example, this is under one team. That is my marketing information system, the course that I'm teaching. So we have class material. So I can upload all the material that I want to share.
Tidak boleh nampak namanya mengantar.
So
boleh nampak namanya.
I can share this. Yeah, I can share the class material with the student. So it's similar with what that we can do for Smart 3 UMS. Yeah. Then next one.
Ada hari itu yang kami ambil Mamat tu.
Okay, next one. Okay, one thing good. Okay, once my meeting or my class finish, yeah, the class ended.
Nanti lagi baru dia
The
tambah.
meeting ended. So attendance report automatically they will submit the attendance report. one thing good about this attendance report is that you can see the student present in and out. Yeah. So what I mean by in and out is like they have the data, once a student in and one a student out, and they coming back in. So you can monitor actually from the attendance report that how many times they out and in and out. Okay. So that's one thing. Sometimes, yeah, but we cannot say it might be the internet problem or anything that make them in and out. Yeah. Okay. But one thing good is that you get the attendance report. So automatically, yeah, you get the attendance reports after you end your class, and at the same time, yeah, the recording, the recorded session is also uploaded to you, so you can stream under Microsoft Stream. Yeah. So that's the best part of it. Yeah. So I don't have to think of like I forgot to record this or I forgot to do that. Yeah. Everything is there, and if I want to search for it again, I could find it under one particular channel. So if I'm looking into under one course, for example, marketing information system, so everything will be there. Yeah. All right. Then next one. I will say that looking into this Microsoft team, yeah, the team is actually the hub, yeah, the hub for modern education, yeah, is for modern education. The hub, the Microsoft team is one hub that connect everybody, yeah, across scenarios, yeah, across scenarios. It's something that very powerful here is that this team is very flexible ecosystem that allows us to connect across multiple different scenarios within the same institutions. Yeah. So there's a lots of benefits there, yeah, but we still searching findings. Yeah. I would say that, yeah, we need to upgrade ourselves when something that's already been established, yeah, Microsoft Teams for Education, it shows that's a good thing about it, yeah. So why not we explore, yeah, and find out more and more, yeah, yeah, just to equip ourselves with more additional knowledge, okay. All right, and then so here I just wanted to show there is a class material folder and there is a recording. So you can find your recording uploaded under that particular folder. So it will get done for you. Okay. So next one. Okay. This is very interesting. Use a whiteboard to calibrate. Okay. Whiteboard, there's an apps under Microsoft Teams. You can get the apps whiteboard. So once you have your presentation, for example, you have your PowerPoint, then you can upload whiteboard, so you can do your discussion with the students. You want to write down, you want to do problem solving, maybe for those who are teaching mathematics or something that related to formulas, or you need to draw. Yeah, you can collaborate together. The student can take part with the whiteboard, yeah, and at the same time that we can also have together, yeah, do that with the students, so we can collaborate. Yeah. Okay. Next, Nora. Okay. Use team assignment and grade. We can submit assignment as well, and we can do grading. I did my informal exam online. Yeah. Actually, it is an open book exam, but I did that. This is January, early this year. Okay, for my subject, customer relationship management. So the student can submit. Yeah. So I can open up the platform and I can do the grading. Yeah. So everything something very similar to Smart 3 UMS. Okay. Next. Okay. Use one note class notebook. Yeah, this is also one thing that we can share. Easy way to share information with a group of students. Yeah, to use one note class notebook. Yeah, we can actually collaborate with useful creating and developing new documents, sharing, yeah, with the students, so we can keep organize our notebooks under one note and put under one channel. So if it one team, I have 4 teams just now, 4 courses. So there's one for one. So it will be organized. So more easier for me to find. I open up Microsoft Teams and Teams allow, Mazli said Teams allow how many participants? If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure about how Teams allow, but if I'm not mistaken, it's more than for classes, for free classes, is more than 250 students, yeah. But for online meeting, will be more than that. It will be more than that, yeah. So then next one. Okay, this record a lesson. Okay, this is what I already shared just now about record lesson. So the recording will be uploaded once your meeting ends, and not only you get your attendance, you got your recorded meeting uploaded automatically, and you got your transcript, yeah, for the meeting. So I did my students did their assignment. One of the group assignment that I asked them to do is actually a case study, and they need to do the case. They need to find the problem solving of the case study by conducting a meeting, online meeting.
Oh, mak, mungkin tempat Siti ni tu ni malam.
The student
Tidur
recorded.
tempat Siti ni tu ni malam.
They recorded
teman
their
dia.
meeting.
Bekas teman dia.
And discuss within their group members, conduct a meeting of the case study to solve the problem from the case study and send their assignment, the videos via Microsoft Teams. Yeah. So this is not only about I and myself getting familiar with Microsoft Teams, yeah, but I allow the student to get, yeah, to gain, yeah, more knowledge, yeah, explore new things, because this is something that modern education, yeah, the hub for modern education. Okay, so
Mencuci kain kah?
next,
Hidup juga air.
next slide. Okay, take a virtual tour using Tingling. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, this is actually one of the apps. Tingling is apps that
Mandi dulu.
now can you click on that particular link, Nora? Virtual tour is it?
Ada cucian ke sini? Cucian Emi jak? Nanti Emi simpan di kereta aja lah. Kamu punya ada? Oh.
I hope we can open this. Okay, this is actually a virtual tour. So is something very interesting is that we can together, especially when we have like for myself, I engage with marketing students and Okay, Tingling, yeah. So take a virtual tour using Tingling in Microsoft Teams. Yeah, Microsoft has integrated Tingling into Teams, which capable of showing 360 degrees virtual tour. So educators can take a class on a virtual field trip. Yeah, so we can go for a virtual field trip without filling out any permission forms. Yeah, organizing group. Yeah, transportation, looking for that, yeah, and you just use when time needed for us to get there. Okay, so we can pick location from all over the world, yeah, and explore the 360-degree views as a group in a real time. In fact, we can snap photos, yeah. So option allows us to work on interactive maps, infographic, presentation, tour, all within this platform. Okay, so it's the apps. Yes, under Microsoft Teams, there's a lots of apps. Yeah, so I tell you that I think more than 50 apps. Yeah, but I still exploring. So, but virtual tour is one of the things that I like. This, share with my students. Okay. And this basic account is free with a lots of 360-degree tours choices from a premium account. Okay, so I guess that's it. Next slide, I guess. Next slide. Finish. Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. So I think that's all. Yeah. So it's more or less, I would say that sharing, yeah, what that I've gone through using Microsoft Teams for the last 1 year, and I'm not the expert. Yeah, I have more things to figure out. Yeah, there's a lot of app there to enjoy, but I guess that my students love to use the platform, yeah, because they engage. Even they call me for meeting, also they use Microsoft Teams, yeah, instead of using Google. They did their presentation, also they use Microsoft Teams. They submit their assignment also using Microsoft Teams and so on, yeah. But the difficult part is just that since that all my material under Microsoft Teams, at the end of the semester, I need to duplicate the copy to Smart 3 UMS because later on then I will get not I would say not my blended learning will be 0. So if like double work, yeah, I have all the materials there under Microsoft Teams. Then I need to duplicate every single thing back to Smart 3 UMS. Whereas that actually Microsoft Teams is a part of UMS license, so why not we use it as one of our for blended learning. I guess to encourage people to use more. Okay, that's all for today, I guess. Thank you very much. I don't know whether that any questions that need to ask.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahida. It's very, this presentation is very refreshing because, you know why, we had earlier got a taklimat from the Microsoft Teams people. They had done a small presentation, but yours is more like application based. They had just done the overview. So when we see yours, we actually get more insight into how it is being used, especially the thing link at the end. And about the duplication thing, of course, we have to apologize for that, but it has to be duplicated because that is the one which the ministry actually audits. So we have to submit the data from the smart. Of course, many of the lecturers have asked this question, why can't we use that? And the answer is simply that we have to be audited on the basis of the official LMS.
I understand that. Yeah.
That's what. So sorry about that. So if we take any questions, you can just open the microphone. I'm looking at the chat window. Anyone wants to ask a question? Please ask, because this is the opportunity to open up and share.
But my best advice is that for those who want to start, just go through that link that I gave, the 2 links. That's good enough. You don't have to go for many other training for Microsoft Teams because that webinar is very effective and engaging. You didn't get bored. 1 hour you go through. you will learn a lot. Yeah.
So you use the
And at the
stream.
same time, yeah.
Are you using the stream, Dr. Rahida, the stream, Microsoft Stream, to store all your videos? Yes, the stream. There's a Microsoft Stream app where you can store all the videos.
Yeah. I give the link just now.
Yeah.
Hello, Dr.
Question?
Kenneth.
Yeah, please. You want to ask a question? Please proceed.
Yes, my name is Munizam.
Yeah.
I would like to ask one question to
Yeah,
Rahida.
please proceed, Professor.
Munizam,
Please,
yeah, Prof.
Prof.
Munizam.
Munizam, please proceed.
Yeah. Okay. You've been telling us the benefit of Microsoft Teams. So I ask you, what is the most single beneficial thing about Microsoft Teams as compared to WebEx and Google? Would you be able to tell me the best advantage of Microsoft Teams? And my second question, my second suggestion, second, it's not a question.
What the best, Prof. Munizam, what the best?
What are the features for Microsoft Teams compared to Google Meet and WebEx? Because we're talking about Microsoft Teams, yeah? So in comparison with Google Meet and WebEx, which one, what is the most beneficial feature for Microsoft Teams?
Seems
Okay.
yeah.
That is the first one.
Okay.
Second one is directed towards Dr. Kenneth.
Yes.
Is it possible for anybody from your department to do a review of all the whatever platform you have been suggested in various discussions? Do a short review and tell them what would be the benefit, advantages of each and different platform. So it is a summary of all the platform being suggested to us in various discussions. So it would help the lecturers to choose which one is the most beneficial for them. So if there's any review from yeah, it would be helpful to us. Because I've been using WebEx, Google Meet, and another one, just a chat. Dr. Baik from FPT suggested that platform now with Microsoft Teams. So we need someone to review that properly to assist us in choosing the right platform. So that would be my comments.
Okay.
Can Prof. Munizam? I will answer on behalf of the Center for E-Learning. So we do have a diversity of platforms available at UMS, and each one has its pro and con. So we have Google Meet that is widely used, but then we have a limitation number of the participants. And then we have the WebEx, which is paid for, and of course that is also has certain limitations because some of the students don't have the bandwidth to address that. But as Prof. Munizam suggested, the Center for E-Learning can organize a workshop, one day or a half day workshop to appraise the lecturers of all the available platforms online. Prof. Thank you for your suggestion. We will definitely do that. I will revert back to Dr. Rahida for the other question, the first part. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can do a short YouTube video for 5 minutes to just review each and every platform. So it will be a good video for us to refer to when you do a comparison.
Okay, Prof, we will do that. We'll work on that. Thank you, Prof, for your suggestion.
Okay, Prof. Munizam, thank you very much for the question.
Okay.
I would say that that's why I said that since last year when I'm searching for high and low of this, using the platform I've tried Google Meet, I've tried Zoom, yeah, I've tried WebEx, yeah. I fall in love. I would say I fall in love with Microsoft Teams because one thing is that first of all is because that I have the student detail information of all the students because Microsoft Teams UMS have the license. So I can retrieve all the information without for me to search for it. Yeah, the names, the contact number, the email, everything there. So when I create the team, it's easy. When I create the team, I just select the name of the student, appear, and I just can send invitations. So they join my team. Yeah. So I have one channel for one subject. Yeah. And one thing is not only about conducting teaching online. It's the same thing with a Smart 3 UMS. I can have all my file there, teaching file, sharing with the student. Student can submit assignment, everything. So it's not only about a platform for teaching, but at the same time, is about collaboration. We can collaborate. We can do a collaboration by sharing with students, not only students, but I said that we have group of researchers, so I have another team, so I can manage and organize it very well. I just open my Microsoft Team account. That's it. So who I want to collaborate now, I have all the teams there that I showed just now. I have 4 subjects and another 4 important teams that I have. My research collaboration, things like that. So everything can, I can organize it, and I can look into my calendars, my planning. It's everything there. I can retrieve back, yeah, the information. I can plan forward. So I can do everything. So it's very flexible, as I said. So I guess that's my experience. A lot more that I have not yet explored, which I think that will be a good advantage of using Microsoft Team as an education platform. That's all I can say. I hope that is good enough.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahida, for your presentation.